So hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is a continuation of the Astrology 101 series, helping you guys to understand a bit more about astrology and how you can use it as a powerful tool for self-development. So now we're going to continue on with the sun signs, and we're going to move on to the sun in Gemini, which is myself. Shout out to all the fellow Geminis out here. So the sun sign in Gemini is this deep desire for need and change and versatility, variety, everything just changing. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, which is a mutable sign. So there has to be this flow, this mutability, this changeability that comes to this energy. And so you'll often find sun in Gemini is having to do multiple different things. Now, my sun is in Gemini, but in the 8th house. So it's interesting that I study a lot of things in regards to psychology, in regards to the occult, and a very Scorpion-like energy. And I'm a Scorpio rising and Pluto on the 1st house as well. So that kind of emphasizes that energy with me. But it also shows that I have to go through a lot of different experiences and life-changing experiences that help to really affirm my identity. And so those people who really know me can understand how that really plays out in my life. Remember, the houses really depict where this energy plays out. So my sun in Gemini may be different to someone with a Gemini on the 3rd house. You may feel like they need to be able to travel different places within their local community, speaking to different people, having a good relationship and connection with all of these types of people. I'm really not like that. I'm very introverted. I'm not very connected in my community. I'm very ostracized. I'm very in my own kind of mind. I hope you're kind of seeing how this begins to kind of play out with all of the different energies. With sun in Gemini, there's almost like this childlike type curiosity, like what's that, what's that? And this is what kind of fuels this type of changeability and versatility. Now, if you are a sun in Gemini in the 5th house, you could be someone who really just wants to have fun, you know, and doesn't really want to be tied down by any commitments. You want to be able to date different people, do different fun things, you know, just live life, you know, just be out there. You want to be the social butterfly. You want to be going out. You may be the one at the clubs all the time, you know, you just out there just connecting with different people, just having fun, you know, where your most vitality is, the placement of the sun. Also, with the sun in Gemini, it can bring that whole energy of the jack of all trades kind of thing and the master of none, because you want to be able to do multiple different things. So it's these experiences and these accesses to all of these different realms. You help to be able to take information from all of these different things. Again, you're an air sign, so very mental, very intellectual type energy. You can take information and sources from all of these different things and then see like how they all connect together and be like, wow, and then create a very create a perspective based on the combination of all of these different things together. Now, another thing with Gemini is one of the typical things is this whole two-facedness. But it's important to understand exactly where this type two-faced trickster type energy really comes from, because it's not necessarily always malicious. But there's this thing with the many faces of Gemini, you know, you can be multiple different people. Again, that whole mutable, very versatile type energy. If you look back on my channel, I did a video about mental health and spirituality. And I go into a little bit about how schizophrenia is literally just the expression of all of the different archetypes within you. And Gemini is a very expressive sign. It's going to express everything that's in it, but because it's so changeable and all out there, it's going to express everything. This is why Gemini has to speak its mind. And so the truth of Gemini sometimes can be very conflicted and very misunderstood to other people, because all of these different archetypes and expressions and characteristics and ideas and all of these different things of Gemini, to you, you'd be like, pick one. But to Gemini, it'd be like, I'm all of them. You know, I'm just being able to embrace and express all of these different archetypes. And why should I have to pick one? You know, today I want to be able to wear pink. Tomorrow I want to wear white and be the virgin type, you know, characteristic. Next day I may want to be the seductive type characteristic. Why not? Why can I not? Why? You know, but Gemini is the opposite of Sagittarius. The Sagittarius would be able to consolidate all of those different archetypes and express that one true form of themselves, because it's integration. It is the animal and the centaur. It is the two cells being able to be merged and embodied in one. The sun in Gemini, your minds are always having to be stimulating, whether it's thoughts, whether it's you reading, whether it's you taking in information by watching, by thinking, by looking for ideas, by speaking to other people. These are the things that make you thrive. You have to be communicating, you have to be expressing. Again, depending on the placement of where your sun is placed, you're going to see what you're going to be speaking and what expressing the most. So with my sun being in the 8th house, I'm going to be speaking more about transformation, being able to transform yourself psychologically, forming your mindset. Again, Scorpio, transformation, Gemini, mind, intellect. And also with sun in Gemini, you have to be careful that you don't overlook not only the issues of yourself, but the issues of other people's, because you can be in your mind a lot of the time. So sometimes certain things may not even come to your attention because you're like, well, I wasn't even thinking that. I wasn't, I was just thinking. And you have to be careful that you don't get trapped in that logical, very, logic-based thinking, because it is a masculine ruled sign. So you have to make sure that you allow yourself to still have connection to your emotions, because it's not all intellect, it's not all mind. Sometimes come down and allow yourself to feel. One of the most important things about Gemini, and one of the things that can really help you transform yourself, is to make sure that as much as you integrate yourself and you connect yourself within your communities, becoming a little social butterfly, you also have to make sure that you strive to maintain your break away from society at the same time. Because with Gemini is very much I express myself, not other people. I need to express my own thoughts, my own, experiences, my own truths. So in order to be able to express that as authentically as it needs to be able to separate itself so that it can understand, what are these truths? What are these thoughts? What are these, feelings and expressions, so that what makes you individual and you can separate yourself from your circle at the same time. So I'm hoping that helps you understand a bit more about the sun in Gemini archetype. Let me know below how you find this video. But to like the video, please remember to subscribe to the channel. And remember to share this video to someone who is keen to learn about astrology. Let them know that this is a channel that is helping you guys to understand a bit more about how it all works and how it all comes together. So let me know how this video went for you. Let me know if it's all starting to come together and it's all starting to make sense. And I will see you guys on the other side.